This is Ogden's Not Gone Flake by Small Faces. Let's talk records. It is New Year's Eve 1968 at Alexandra Palace in London. Small Faces played their final show. By the time the new year arrived, the band was falling apart. But just months earlier, they had released their masterpiece, a psychedelic trip wrapped in one of the greatest album covers of all time. Small Faces had started in 1965 as a raw, hard-hitting mod band fueled by rhythm and blues. Steve Merritt's powerhouse vocals, Ronnie Lane's melodic bass, Kenny Jones' tight drumming, and Ian McLaglin's organ gave them a signature sound. Early hits like What You Gonna Do About It made them mod favorites, but as the psychedelic movement took over, they wanted to go deeper. That shift really happened after the first experience with LSD, around the time they recorded HQ Park in 1967. That song's dreamy phased-out production was a turning point. Small Faces were no longer just a mod band. They were evolving into something more experimental. Ogden's Not Gone Flake was the result. Released on May 24th, 1968, it was a full-blown psychedelic journey wrapped in a round tobacco tin-inspired sleeve, a nod to Ogden's Nut Brown Flake pipe tobacco. Side 1 was packed with brilliant psych rock tunes, including Afterglow and Lazy Sunday. The latter a song the band didn't want on the album but became a UK hit. Side 2 was something else entirely. A full-on rock fairy tale narrated by British comic legend Stanley Unwin, telling the surreal story of Happiness Stan's quest to find the missing half of the moon. The album was a huge success, hitting #1 in the UK, but there was a problem. How do you perform a half-narrated concept album live? The answer is that they didn't. Frustrations grew, and by early 1969, Steve Merritt quit to form Humble Pie. The rest of the band regrouped, with Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood becoming Faces. But the legendary Small Faces were no more. Still, Ogden's Not Gone Flake remains a psychedelic landmark. In the early 90s, Rolling Stone magazine ranked its round cover as one of the greatest album designs of all time, often compared to Sgt. Pepper's meets Monty Python. Like Sgt. Pepper, but with more humor and a touch of East End madness. They broke up at their peak, but they left behind a masterpiece, and one of the coolest album